Marisa, back for live reactions to
Kaitou Sentai Lupinranger
versus Keisatsu Sentai Patranger. I got a little thrown off because I'm like, I shouldn't say more live reactions because this is the first one of these.
But you said welcome back.
That's true. Well, I mean, we are still back.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we really went anywhere. We've been doing these every week. We did these every week for Q-Ranger, and we had well, I know we had the long hiatus between seasons of a week.
Did you just check your watch for a date?
Yes. Some watches do that.
Yeah, Fitbits don't.
I didn't make my statement false.
Actually, they might, but we don't have either of us sent to that.
Nope. But yes, we are here to kick off a new season of Sentai. So this will be our second time round going through the Sentai live reactions.
As the Sentai airs.
For those of you who are tuning in with us for live reactions for the first time.
Which we might have some of, because we put a new show in the title.
Yeah. Good to see you. Basically, we're going to be playing the episode off screen and reacting to it. So if you have, so this is less for you guys to see the episode. If that's what you're looking for, that's not what this channel does.
Yeah,
however,
we've had enough of the comments that say, "Why don't you show us the video?"
We don't want to get flagged on it. And
that's how you get copyright strikes.
What we are doing instead is you will see our reactions to it. And if you are watching it yourself, then we can watch it along with you if you just
you will
play
be
the
able
two
to
things side by side.
hear it slightly, which should help you to sync it up.
Yeah.
With your own.
Especially the little cling magical sound at the beginning when they have
every
the
Sentai.
Super Sentai series logo.
Yep.
And yeah, also if this is your first time tuning in with us, hi. I'm Jake.
I'm
That's
Marisa.
We do a web series too called Database Rangers Power Reviews, and
that
it's
one's
really
scripted.
cool. I'm still working on episode 84.
Characters and costumes.
Hopefully 84 will come out soonly. Grad school has been taking up time again, so that's kind of put me behind on things. I had like 4 assignments due this weekend for some reason, which was silly. Which,
to people who are not actually in grad school, probably seems like a very small amount, but grad school projects are bigger.
Yeah, it's also it's like it's 4 assignments for 2 classes, which is like, why are you doing 2 assignments, class, that are due both at the same time? Don't do that, please. But anyway, so let's dive right in. This is going to be this is the 42nd season or installment of the Super Sentai franchise, and for the first time, we're having 2 separate teams right from the get-go. And that should be interesting. Any assumptions about which Ranger team is cooler is based solely off of the trailer. But yeah, we've got it's cops and robbers. The Lupinrangers be the robbers. The Patrangers be the cops. And I'm excited to see how they play this, because this is something that is very different for Sentai, which usually starts off with a singular team. But they have been looking to change things up over the years, especially with...
And if you want to follow up Q-Ranger, which had 12 Rangers...
Yeah, that one...
2 teams might be a good way to try that.
Yeah, because it's hard to escalate from a 12-Ranger team unless you go for a double team. So, let's double team this thing with the first episode of Kaitou Sentai Lupinranger versus Keisatsu Sentai Patranger, the Troublemaking Phantom Thieves.
The Lupinrangers.
Ooh. Hey. No, you didn't play. Give me a minute. Oh. I'm going to turn up the volume. There it goes. Now I'm going to try that again. Play. There's that magical sound. Champagne. Champagne. Oh, this doesn't look good. Everything's all glowy.
Well, not everything, just that guy's belly.
And that roulette ball.
Well, yeah, he glowed the roulette ball with his belly.
Is this an evil casino? Of evilness?
No, it's just an evil belly that makes the roulette ball go where he wants it to.
Okay, well that's still an evil casino of evilness. If he's the one, yeah, he's the one running the casino. You don't have any money. What are you doing there without any money? You can't. Don't you need to place your bet first before you can bet? Oh, hey! Here come
the Lupinrangers!
Yep. I like the little reflective glass there. Whoosh! A kick on the way down.
Steal from the rich and give to the poor!
Or possibly to themselves. We don't know yet. You got little fancy masks. Oh, they're gonna take the treasures. Oh! Oh, yep. Ribbit. He's an evil frog thing. And there's apparently a safe in his belly.
It glows.
Yep. That's where all the money goes. And they've got,
So interesting, it's not just Rangers versus Rangers. We still have our classic rubber suit monsters.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like the Lupinrangers are fighting against.
I believe it's going to be less of a...
So it's going to be a competition to see which team can take out more rubber suit monsters?
I get that impression from what I saw of the trailer. But yeah, they've already got their zappy blasters. Oh, that's interesting. He's got the little safe cracking gadget thing.
Well, he is a thief.
True. Okay. So they took their piece of the Lupin collection.
Ah, they just did.
Yep. Yep, they stole your treasure, dude.
We're actually taking it back, FYI.
Interesting. So we're very much like in the middle of things here. They already have their powers and everything. Hey!
Media res.
Here come the cops. They're on their way. They're planning to round up the ganglers.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Yep. Oh.
The Lupinrangers are gone.
Nope. They're all morphified. There we go.
Oh.
Yep. Looking very snazzy.
They have capes.
They do have capes. They got snazzy capes.
Her boots have heels.
Do they?
Yeah, they do.
I didn't catch that.
Not stilettos, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Still.
That's the shape of the chest pattern is very much designed sort of like a suit as well. Oh, we're getting the theme song in the background as they're fighting. We'll learn this later and sing along for the opening sequence when we get that.
Which is another way to avoid a copyright strike, because you don't want, the audio of a song on there that people could
Exactly.
flag. But instead, this time we're just going to talk over it, because they are continuing the action through the theme.
Yep.
Whoop! Everybody's in the pool.
Yeah, it reminds me a little
Bonk,
bit.
bonk, swoosh. I like her already.
Yeah. But you notice how they've got like those little triangles by the collar, and that kind of looks like a shirt collar underneath their cape. It's kind of cool. Snazzy.
Ba-doom.
Whoosh.
Yeah, we already defeated the gangler. You guys are too
Nice
late.
big blast. As that was singing about
Are
the
you
Lupinranger.
people the thieves that people are talking about? Yeah.
We don't sign autographs.
Whoa. You need some anger management.
You've got a... Whoa. Send the little jet thing, apparently... Okay. Sure. Apparently that can also summon the jet for them to fly out, and they leave there.
Card.
We've taken the treasure. That was a fair bit of damage. He is not happy. He does not like Lupinrangers. Thief Sentai Lupinranger versus Police Sentai Patranger. So, I'm wondering if the Patrangers have
The
their powers
thieves
yet.
that everyone's talking about is the name of the episode.
Yep. So the question
Beat the
is, are
monster.
they good
Doesn't that
guys?
make them the good guys? Yeah, I
Okay.
think it does.
So it looks like,
Ooh, bubble tea. I want some bubble tea.
yeah. Oh, there we go. He's feeling very nice about how famous they're suddenly getting. The cops are not happy.
He really needs some anger management.
I like the trench coat, though. Little. Yeah? Ah, he missed. Come on. There you go. No littering. So,
Of course, because they didn't have their faces undone.
yeah. The Red Rangers are
Kaitou.
being all antagonistic. He's got a cool
His
little
butler
butler.
calls him Kun.
Yeah. Oh, they have their own. She has her. Do they run their own restaurant together, or is that just her? Interesting.
I think Blue's in the kitchen.
Yep, that's what I thought so too. Boom. There we go. Good reflexes. So Ayami Umika. And
Yep, Blue's in the kitchen.
wow, those are really hard to read because it's got so many different colors over them.
Yeah, well, plus they also put the kanji and then put the...
Yeah. We'll get the character names down. Umika. So we got Tuma, Kaide, and Umika. So yeah. Being all cool.
These are our rules. Got enough guns?
Tsukasa. Okay, that's much more. So Mujin Tsukasa. Gawa Sakuya. Okay, so I guess they're new on the job. Commander Hilltop. Oh, he seems like
That
he's
was
a nice
unexpected.
guy. Yeah. That robot has no arms. The robot's the accountant, and his name is Jim Carter.
Okay, so the one with the gaijin name is not the gaijin.
Nope.
It's the robot.
Yep. Okay, so the Ganglers are organized crime from another dimension.
I do believe this is the first time I've seen a gaijin in a Sentai.
Nah.
As a main character.
As a main character, perhaps.
I mean, he's not main character, but you know what I'm saying.
Well,
He's clearly a part of the regular cast.
yeah.
He's not
He's
a
got a
ranger.
he's got a little bonsai tree. He seems like a nice guy. Oh, there are arms. There we go. I don't know why you weren't using them before.
Because they were trying to be ears.
Or something.
He's moving out of... Well, because his bonsai tree is going to get hurt by this guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Who seriously needs some anger management.
So they got a cube.
It's a dice.
Oh, interesting.
And it goes back into the book.
They store these things in the magic book. I've seen Lupin. Okay, so...
Same one they made the anime about.
Yeah. Well, no, the anime was Lupin the Third. But it's still...
I'm going to assume then that
inspired
Lupin
by
was
the
an
same...
actual...
I believe so.
Like, not an actual thief necessarily, but a story that's part of, you know, more than just that.
Yeah. Ooh, that's an interesting flashback. Crazy Island. Don't forget. Oh, he made a promise. I wonder what that's about. So they're working for the descendant of Lupin, apparently? Not.
Arsene Lupin.
I thought he was the descendant of Lupin, but it looks like they're working for him.
It was actually created in 1905 by the French writer Maurice Leblanc.
Oh, okay. So he's like the gentleman thief equivalent of Sherlock Holmes, from what I gather.
Yeah, and he had several crossovers.
Nice. Hey. It's the boss. Our organized crime ring of monsters from another dimension.
Ooh, 999th birthday.
Just a big milestone.
Interesting.
So we got Destora. I like he's got the kind of snazzy hat and everything.
I think they're all Destora.
No, that guy's name was Destora. Her name, because each of them had a name pop up. I'm still. It's gonna take a little bit to get
names are backwards.
Yeah, I know, but he referred to him as Destora.
And they're not on very good terms. Well,
Or
it's formal.
Well, I think Destora was the second one that they showed. It was something Destora, I think.
My point is they are not friends.
Why is that? Because he called him by name?
Because he called him by his last name. That means they have a more formal relationship.
Are you sure it was his last name? Was it written last?
It was written first.
Okay. Alright. Dogranio, yeah.
But then again, if he is all of their employer, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
You wouldn't call your subordinate at work.
How do you drink beverages, sir? You have a giant thing down the middle of your face. It does not seem the best for drinking beverages. You gotta drink it inside your mouth. Okay, so there's a profile. Alright, so it looks like each of them have a safe in their chest. Or in the torso, what have you. This guy's more in the chest, the other guy's more in the belly.
So he's got a lighter in his safe in his chest.
Yeah. Okay, so the special treasure, it looks like might give them their special powers. The guy had gambling power from the dice. This guy has fire power from the lighter.
Exactly.
He was getting supplies. Why are there still customers around? It's a nice little.
No! You can't do this.
He's got to hurry everybody out because they've got, I think, ranger business to attend to, or thief business, what have you. She does not get it. They've got your assignment.
Okay, but how is their restaurant not going under if they do this on the regular?
It does also seem to be a fairly new job.
Fair enough.
Whee!
But did you see she's got the same, you see the heels that she's got in this outfit? She's got the same heels on her boots.
Yeah, okay, now I see, yeah.
These are obviously yellow, but...
Yeah. Well, there's wire trips.
Lasers.
Yeah. Yep.
You're throwing powder, it's for lasers.
Yeah. Laser wires. Little flippy flip. Whee! You gotta be very good, especially when you're wearing such flowy clothes, which really is not the best for the work you're doing there. I mean,
we
it's
don't
stylish.
ask why Parker doesn't put her hair in a bun, and we don't ask why these guys don't take off their capes.
Yeah. Well, not so much capes, it's just really flowy, long jackets. It's interesting that they're,
He's got his lighter out of his safe.
Yeah. Ooh, spider.
Don't tell me.
She does not like spiders.
She has a spider problem.
I'm amused how like their grunts are basically like random French guys. Because they all have the little berets and like...
Well, Arsène Lupin was French.
Yeah. Speak of the devil and he'll fall out of a vent, huh? Surrounded by undead French mimes, what are you going to do? Porter mime. These guys are called porter mime.
It's too late.
Jim Carter is kind of adorable.
What?
Commissioner Hilltop. We've got new toys. What?
Okay, so the commissioner does have a nickname. Hilltop.
Yeah. But I find it interesting because I had noticed those little like sort of pegs on their little jet things before in the pictures, and I didn't realize that they're basically like little tiny combination locks, which is why they're used for safe cracking and code breaking.
Who knew it could control fire? Red knew.
That's a lot of cards. Do we get to see a morph now? No. Oh, they gotta crack the safe. Whoa, he's got extra arms. That's not expected. Oh no, their secret identities. Tuma and Omika.
They have an entire box of those masks.
Yeah, probably.
No, we saw Red take his out of a huge box of them.
Fair enough.
He had like half a dozen of them in there, or 10.
He's got some extra hands that apparently make up fire. What's gonna happen? It's not done. We're having a flashback of a pledge they made to work together or something. We promised to take off a mask during dramatic speeches. It's about to happen. What's the promise? Interesting strategy. Drop a bunch of rubble on your friends. Sure, that can work too.
They promised not
To...
Basically,
So,
the mission comes before any of us. If you have to sacrifice.
no matter who among us falls, whoever is left makes the dream come true.
Yeah.
So they get something if what they shoot through the floor and somehow that's what they said. Orphan time. They're phantom thieves who put their lives on the line. Thief change. Yellow. 1-0. Simple combination. Masquerade.
Peace change! So that explains why she said, I knew you weren't going to help me when they were at the restaurant. And he's like, well, those are our rules.
Oh, look. They're not actually like shirt collars. They're actually like bow ties. Oh, that's snazzy. They shoot out a card, and then the card becomes the cape, and
it is a cape.
Yeah. Well, yeah, these are capes. They just aren't wearing capes when they're morphed. they got a little searchlight for their roll call. Nice.
Lupinranger!
Classy. The top hats are
Stop tweeting at me. I gotta turn that.
oh, it just keeps buzzing or something.
No, don't you hear that, like,
A chirp or something?
the raindrop?
I hadn't noticed. I was whoosh. That's right. Oop, there we go. They've got their special weapons, the little sword grabber things.
Sword grabber things.
I think you'll see that that's a fairly accurate description.
Just how spoiled are you?
I've seen images. That's the extent of it.
Whoop!
Woo! Camera's doing flips. Slash. Whoosh. Camera's being a little frenetic on this fight. Alright. Yeah, they do still need to use the safecracker
Uh-oh, here come the cops.
to get the treasure. Oh, and they have a little bit of a brim around the back. A VS changer. Oh, the VS changers are part of the Lupin collection? That's interesting. 1, 2, 3. Patrize. Nice. Whoosh. They don't quite have as fancy a morph, it seems. Pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3.
Lupinranger's definitely
Yeah.
cool.
I'm wondering if they'll get a more complete morph sequence later, or if they will always have the.
I'm sure they probably will.
Okay, so they've got the V for theirs, and the police have the S for theirs. So it's got the VS for the versus theme going. What the fudge? We've got some magic.
Some sort of combination problem.
Yep. Interesting. Alright. So it looks like...
I told you the Lupinrangers are cooler.
Well, they got the main focus for the first episode.
And their outfits are way cooler. I do not like those police Sentai outfits.
You don't like the no?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they're very similar to the in terms of the they lack the capes, and it's a
the color palette's not doing it for me.
You don't like the white versus the black?
Mm-mm. No, the black is much chicer.
I see. The Lupinrangers are definitely the ones who are kind of designed as the stars.
Robot is going to just keep its arms out forever now, and it was just for a while to make us think that they were big ears. And now that illusion is broken, it's just going to have arms forever.
I have no idea. That was a weird little thing with its arms. I mean, it's a cute robot.
Oh, it's an adorable robot.
And Commissioner Hilltop seems like a chill guy with his bonsai tree.
Yeah. It kind of explains, though, how Red is allowed to continue being a police officer with that attitude, because Hilltop's just like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's chill.
Apparently the mystery now is how the new is why the new Patrangers have the same powers as the pre-established Lupinrangers. And I was curious how much as far as we were going to get on origins of the two, if one was going to already be established versus the other, or if they were both going to be established, or they were both going to get their powers. So apparently, Lupinrangers had the powers at the beginning, Patrangers get their powers in this episode, and hopefully next episode we'll get a little bit more focus on the Patrangers and where their powers come from, considering they were the cliffhanger. And we get to see the shiny new Zords next time too. So I'm wondering how the format of these episodes are going to be moving forward. If they're going to, be told in 2 episode chunks.
Yeah.
What you looking at?
I'm finding out if Commissioner Hilltop is a Japanese-born gaijin or an immigrant.
Looks like he was brought up from Seattle, Washington, and that New York. He's a Japanese comedian. Interesting. That's got to be a tough gig to break into.
Well, there are talent agencies that pretty much exclusively specialize in gaijin.
Yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Carry on.
Anyway. But yeah, we did a lot of, sort of building up to establish the premise and what our situation is. And I do find it interesting how it's a versus series and VS is kind of a thematic thing. The VS changer. The Lupinrangers have the V for the shape of their top hats, and the Patrangers have the S in the shape of their shields. Still kind of getting the characters established. We clearly know that Lupin Red seems to be the more kind of the charmer.
He didn't use one of those agencies.
Okay.
He actually joined a comedy troupe. Good for him.
So it looks like Red's a bit more of the charmer, Blue's the kind of cool, reserved thief, and Yellow's the one who's kind of having fun with it. And
oh, she's having all kinds of fun.
Meanwhile, we've got the Patrangers.
Where pink and green are new, and red has an anger problem. And that's pretty much all we know.
Red definitely has an anger problem. It does look like green is the more cheerful, friendly of the bunch from the little moment we got of him. Introducing himself to
I
King.
Expect we're going to get maybe more Patranger in the next episode.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
We just had a lot of Lupinranger in this episode.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was looking stuff up. I'm sorry if I repeated you.
That's what I was saying before, because they were the cliffhanger of this episode with their new powers.
I am interested to find out how they got a part of the Lupin collection.
Yeah, I get the impression that I think they're both working with the same core.
You mean you think the butler might be behind both of them?
To an extent, or maybe
the butler did it.
Maybe the butler is the one who's working with the Lupinrangers. Maybe there's another agent working with the Patrangers, providing them with their pieces of Lupin collection.
Mm-hmm.
But we now know that there are 6 VS changers.
The Lupinrangers have airplanes, and the Patrangers appear to have some sort of land vehicles.
Yeah, so that seems to be a dividing factor there as well. I do hope that the Patrangers get a bit more
personality.
Well, I was going to say more of a full morph sequence.
Oh, I'm sure they will.
Like the Lupinrangers did.
I'm sure they will. And then we'll see what Lupinranger's short morph sequence looks like, because we haven't seen their, because there does seem to be a thing that was going on in Q-Ranger, and now we're seeing it again now, where they have a symbol, and that
So that might just be the 2 different styles. One group might have a full morph sequence, and the other has more of an in real-time morph sequence. Just for...
Or we might get to see them opposite next time. The in real-time version of the Lupinrangers and the long version of the Patrangers.
Right. But yeah, the Lupinrangers
have trouble keeping this in my head.
Yeah, the Lupinrangers have the whole thing where they shoot out the card, and then they get the suit, and then the cape, and then the hat flies in, and the bow tie goes on. So they got a whole shebang there. Yeah. And the Patrangers is just like, shoot up, down comes the shield. And they are going for little minor differences, while still keeping common on a lot of different things, which I like from a design standpoint. I like that they are they're working off a base design, but they're just different enough to be distinct and have their own clear themes. Like,
you make it sound like they're not completely different looking.
Well, if you look at actually the shape of the...
You have to get down into the details to find the similarities. At first glance, they both look completely different.
At first glance, yes.
But you're sitting here going, I like how they maintained some subtle differences.
The difference... Here's the thing. They have the same basic suit design.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing is that they have an inverted color palette, and they have different... one one group has shoulder pads, the other one has a cape.
Mm-hmm.
That's, as far as the suits go, the only difference is the inverted color palette and the dressing on the suit.
Which is not subtle at all. Subtle differences.
Minor differences, comparative in terms of they're the same basic design, but minor differences make a significant difference. Okay? Whatever. You're making fun of my use of the word subtle.
Yes, I am.
Well, I'm making fun of you for being silly.
Far from subtle.
Meh.
It is glaringly obvious that they are separate teams.
Okay, whatever. So, they subtly have the exact same design with glaringly obvious touches to make them look different.
Like I said, you actually have to be paying quite a bit of attention to see that they're the same design.
Okay, well, the main thing is that minor differences make a
huge change.
Minor design differences make a major aesthetic difference, and I like that. It does not take much to differentiate them from a design standpoint. That's what I'm referring to with subtle changes, is that it's not a huge... They're not huge changes between them. Being all semantic. Just like they both have hats basically on their faces, but they're different shaped hats.
They have hats on their faces.
They do have hats.
When you say it that way, it's even funnier. They have hats on their faces.
And again, it's that inverted color palette. Colored hats on black core helmets versus black hats on colored core helmets.
Well, the black hats on colored core helmets actually makes more sense when you think about the fact that the black is usually the part they look at of.
Yeah,
I don't know how anyone sees out of the Patranger.
I don't know.
Not Patranger. I don't know how anyone sees out of the Lupinranger helmet.
It's the same way that anyone was able to see out of the Time Ranger helmets. With Power Rangers Time Force, those were all colored.
Yeah.
Colored visors, which has got to be interesting when you're in there.
I don't know. Maybe they have a HUD.
Here's something I don't know. They're magic. They're magic technology.
Now I've got the Time Force songs.
They're magic superhero technology. You're welcome. I wonder if the just as the little jets for the Lupinrangers act as code breakers and safecrackers, I wonder what the...
Well, so far we've only seen them try and use reds as a...
No, blue was used to break a combination on a door.
Right, but I'm saying they may have different purposes.
Yeah. Well,
one of them would be a safecracker, and one of them would be a lockpicker.
Well, what I was going to say at the end of my sentence was I'm wondering what the Patrangers are going to do. Because it does seem like one is, at the very least, red and quite possibly blue and yellow, since they also have the little things on them, is used for cracking open the safe. Which doesn't seem like the sort of thing the police...
No, I wouldn't expect the Patrangers to do that.
But they should be something that can break open those.
I mean, ostensibly, if they are going after the Lupin collection, they should be able to get into those safes.
Exactly. So I'm wondering what they're going to have for breaking open the safes, because they've got their own little handheld vehicle things.
A drill?
Maybe a drill, maybe like it'll act like a thermite bomb kind of thing.
I mean, the most common way to get into a safe that you don't know the combination of, if you're not going to do safe cracking, is a drill.
Well, fair enough.
You drill into the safe mechanism and trigger it from inside.
Or possibly you blow the door. It could be a thing too.
The police very rarely blow the door.
That's fair.
I'm talking about sensible people trying to get into a safe.
Oh, that's fair.
Not Danny Ocean.
Oh, they're trying to breach something. I don't know. Maybe it's like a battering ram. I don't know. I don't know what those things are going to do for the safes. They've got to do something. I haven't gotten a really good look at their vehicles as well.
No, because they just pulled them out to morph, and we barely saw them.
And I didn't really think about them being used as gadgets before, because, before I just...
Any of the previews.
Well, I mean, I'd seen images of them before, but...
No, but you hadn't seen them used as gadgets.
Yeah, I just thought of them, those are their Zords, and those miniature versions of their Zords are just attached onto their guns.
Yeah.
But apparently they each have a different purpose, separate from the guns as well.
Yes. I mean, they might be different purposes, or they might be the same. We're not quite sure yet whether all of Lupinrangers are just
safe crackers.
Openers of locks of any kind,
yeah.
or whether it's specific to types of locks, whereas one would be a combination lock and one would be a key lock.
Yeah.
We won't know until we see them use it a little more whether or not they're.
Who knows? Maybe that's what the Patrangers are. Maybe theirs are magic key things.
Maybe.
Because that would be a little bit more of a legit way to get into a safe.
How many safes do you know that have both combination locks and keys?
Generally none, but...
I didn't see a keyhole in those
No, but they aren't. They also weren't using them as... They also weren't actually placing them over the combination dial either.
Point.
It could just be a magic key that you just shove through the door, twist, and it opens. Anything
not put anything past Sentai.
Yeah, it could be anything. Who knows? But yeah, I like that we've got some. We've built up some clear gimmicks with how the villains will be operating, how the heroes will be operating. We're still kind of building up and establishing exactly what's going on behind the scenes of all of this.
Yeah.
Do the villains intend to take over the world, or are they just going to continue stealing stuff and having fun with that?
Well, they call them ganglers, and they have a head of.
They're an organized.
They are
organized crime gang is the whole idea.
So I mean, they've got to have some overarching goal.
Not necessarily. Sometimes.
Even if their overarching goal is to corner the market on crime in the city.
Yeah.
Wipe out the competition.
But it's definitely going to be, I think, something a little bit lower key than taking over and destroying the universe.
Yeah. If the ganglers turn out to be trying to destroy the universe, it's going to be a very hard pill for me to swallow.
Yeah, it's going to be stretching it a little bit. But yeah, I like they each have their own little bases. You got the restaurant and the police station.
Police station makes sense. I'm not sure where the restaurant fits into this. I like the restaurant. I would just like to know how they came to that.
Yeah, we're definitely coming into their story a little ways in there, and I feel like we're gonna.
Like, how did they wind up with a restaurant?
Just by virtue of having that little flashback.
Or did they already have a restaurant when this guy elected,
Probably.
Not elected, recruited them.
Yeah.
I can speak English.
Yeah. This was probably something they had established before they made this pact to be Lupinrangers. And they definitely want something. We don't know what yet.
The Red Ranger being blonde is throwing me.
Yeah. He's a very pale dude.
Yeah. He's got blonde hair, and he's really, really pale, and I just keep thinking about those anime characters with, the white hair.
Yeah.
It's like, is that what you are?
I don't know. But they do got style.
I mean, it's dye, because... I mean, there's schools in Japan are like, your hair is not black. You have been dyeing your hair. Stop that. And then people have to get notes from home.
Oh, yeah?
To say, no, I actually was born with brown hair.
Yeah. But, right now, I will admit that Patron 1 is going to be he's kind of the hard sell of the two teams at the moment. He's definitely the most abrasive character in the show so far.
It's just a uniform requirement. Not allowed to dye hair.
Yeah. Like Patron 2 and Patron 3 seem perfectly amicable from the little bits we got from them.
But as of such at the moment, we don't have much of them. We don't know what their deal. All we know is that Patron Red needs anger management.
He is a very angry man. He is that like grizzled, hard-boiled guy on the force.
And he's not.
We're gonna take them in.
But he's not old enough to be that grizzled.
I've been at this desk for 20 months.
Oh, seriously.
I've seen a lot in my day.
He is 30 at the oldest.
The
oldest.
I'm a cop on the edge with nothing to lose.
He's acting like Lenny Briscoe.
I'm only 4 decades from retirement. Which is really impressive, considering you usually retire after 20 years on the force.
It's like, what is going on here?
I really want... I would love for there to be, like, a dub of Patranger with that voice for Patranger.
Okay, so he's wearing that trench coat, right?
Yeah.
He's acting way older than he is.
Yeah.
What just popped into my head?
What just popped into your head?
Vincent Adultman!
Would you like an alcohol? I went to the stock market. I did a business. Yeah, we watched. We
Too much BoJack Horseman.
Anyway.
But he's got that same kind of trench coat.
Wow. Yeah. So let's see. Which is the better dubbed voice for Patron 1? Grizzled old detective or Vincent Adultman?
Oh God, I don't know.
All I know is that we're just going to think. You know what? We're just going to throw just random voices over him over the course, I think, of watching this show, and it's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, probably. He's just so like.
It's going to be. I will admit though, it's going to be much easier to do his dialogue with an angry voice.
Kicking a puppy or something, like, dude, chill.
It reminds me of another show I like. The Good Place involved a pretty epic puppy kick at one point. Just saying.
I'm not sure that the words epic and puppy kick belong in the same sentence.
They somehow had that. That is an accurate description of that scene. I'm just saying.
Okay.
If you want to see an epic puppy kick,
I
check out The
don't
Good
want
Place.
to see an epic puppy kick.
It's okay. It's not like it's a questionably real puppy. They're already in the afterlife in that show.
You're afraid of me.
It's okay, Allie. You're safe. You are a cat. You are not a metaphysical puppy.
He's cautiously approaching you now.
Hey, Allie. How you doing, little buddy? He's a good fluffy guy.
He's a good fluffy guy.
Alright. So, I think
we've run out of things to say.
okay. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this continues next week. Getting a little bit more feel for our fairly sizable cast of characters.
Yes.
Fortunately, it's still not as massive as the Q Ranger cast. So hopefully we'll have some more even development.
Yes, I really don't let the Patrangers become Hammy and Spada.
Yeah. But it is kind of cool, actually. We basically have a trifecta of trios right now, because we've got the Lupinrangers, we've got the Patrangers, and then there seems to be a trio leading the Ganglers as well.
Fair enough.
So they're definitely going for that sort of balance in the casts at the moment, and I'm sure we'll be getting more characters as well, Sixth Rangers, etc., and probably more villains. But until we get all those, I hope you enjoyed the first live reaction. More to come, many more to come. And until next time, farewell, Ranger fans, and let the power protect you. I went to the stock market. I did a business.